and then you can start your stream whenever, and then you just announce it in the GG streams chat ever, and then it's just like you add the GG role, the stream title, stream link, and whatever the comments you want to put in there for fun.
Cool.
Yep. No, we haven't been doing these recently because we forgot to. But like in a stream manager, you can also run the poll, see what, like which team will win,
Sure.
do the predictions. But that also doesn't matter that much. Whatever. Oh, here's a real draft.
Interesting that they went for the Ivern pick.
Santi Ivor, that's a classic.
More of a second support than a real jungler, but we'll see how it plays out for their team, I think.
And then to open up like the spec client or the UI, you press I. And you can like remove
Okay, cool.
remove a time control, add 4 board chat objectives. You know. And then also what I do is if you press Control Shift Z, you can like zoom out a little more to add like more FOV.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool.
So you get like a decent amount of FOV. That's a little bit better. Yeah.
All right. There we go.
Yeah.
Looks like standard 5-point from both teams. Urgot's hiding in that top bush.
Minions have spawned.
And then you can also, I think it's H to do the team fight UI, which is a low cleaner. That's about it. That's all that really matters.
Okay, cool.
It's like optional though.
Sure.
Yeah, otherwise they're all good. Okay, no, H, I guess H does not do that for you, just something else, but otherwise yeah, you're all good. Lucky.
The poke early lane. Urgot does have level 2 before the time on here. Galio getting shoved under the tower. He's warding the river. I'm gonna have to recall because he's too low. Oh, we stopped the recall. Interesting. Doesn't want to stay for the cannon wave. Big poke from Hue there. Galio, really low.
Hello gang, do you see what I said in chat?
I do see that, yes. Let me see
Okay.
if I can. It's not letting me resize it. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, I don't know if you can resize while streaming. I mean, it's not like a big deal.
Yeah, let me see if I can drop the res. I think it's because I was streaming the client originally. There we go. I can see my whole desktop too.
Yeah, that works.
Let me swap it to a Windows capture so it's not.
Hello, my favorite casters. How's it going?
Hello, how's it going?
Doing pretty good.
We are looking at this guy to figure out his ultra wide streaming setup.
There we go. There we go.
GG.
Okay, we got. I think we got it. Let me.
Who do you guys think is gonna win? No, who do you guys think is gonna win?
That looks not good. The screen is not good. Oh, yeah.
The stream is not
Now
working.
it's
We got
working.
the top left corner of the screen.
Okay.
Hold on. It'll go through in a second. There we go. Okay.
Okay, we're good now.
We're good now.
We're
We're
good.
chilling. We're chilling.
Do you play League on an ultra wide?
I do. Yes.
You're kind of a
Well, he
freak
just-
for that,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I can see
That's
so
why
much
he's
on the
bronze,
map. I
bruh.
can see so much on the map. Big gank from Pantheon at the top. Bot wave is shoving in as well here.
Okay. Yeah, then to like remove the list, like go to the bottom and just like drag and move everyone around.
Okay, I was trying
I'll
to figure
see.
that earlier, but it wasn't letting me select people. So.
You just like drag the rail, hold it, you just hold it. Yeah.
There you go.
Why don't you guys run ads on this stream, guys?
I don't.
If I get like a whole $2 of club money at the end. Nope. You do run ads, GG.
I don't even know if we do.
You should,
it.
like-
We do.
During Baron fight, like run like 180 seconds of ads. Support the
That'd
club,
be
you know?
fire.
Galio burning flash to run away from Quay.
I mean, we used to do a little bit. Like we were doing like we were doing
Both
an ad break
junglers
during
hovering
like
mid.
downtime.
Good, have fun casting, guys. I'm gonna mute.
I'm about to leave too. Go make sure screen work. You got it.
Solid trade. Pantheon looking to look at this Ivern. Drake is up. Urgot going for the Unblade. Will Pantheon go on him here? Oh, both Sion and Pantheon converging on the Urgot. That's first blood. Full 7 minutes into the game. Ivern's starting the Drake as well. Big double flash bot lane. Just the supports left. Just the supports. Looks like Ivern's gonna be able to secure the first Drake for red team. Really walking at the top. So GG is 2v2 scrimmage. Alright, ult comes out. Ivern's walking up. Urgot and Pantheon are both really low here. Sion's low too. Comes out the Galio ult. Beats for Mach team. They get the kill on Hui. Smolder ult blocks by Braum. Smolder 1 HP here. He does want to stay for that cannon wave. It is going to crash into him. Knife ult coming out. With the Ashe. That's another kill for them. Just gonna recall off that. Big trade out from Galio. Both junglers are padding to bot. Ooh, looks like Pantheon's actually gonna recall here instead of walking around for the game. We're actually watching mid here. It is warded, so he's not gonna be able to get off the game. You're frozen here. Urgot shoving the wave into Scion. Looking for a roam down, maybe for an in-game potentially. Looks like they are gonna go through with it. Not sure if they see Pantheon on vision though. Way rotating bot. This could be a big pick for them. They might be able to get 2 plates off if this match lives to fight. If you get it, that's gonna be at least a free plate and maybe 2 plates for bot lane here. That is 2 plates. They're gonna have to back off that and come back for Pantheon using the ult. Does get the kill on the Ashe. Your team is gonna recall here. It will just be Smolder and Pantheon on the Drake. Ivern is pathing bot. Red team bot lane is up and Away is here as well. Looks like they do know Pantheon is in there. They are gonna try converging on him. Looks like the team is split between the 2 bushes. They are gonna start that Drake actually, even though Pantheon is hiding in River Bush. They don't have a ward on it, they do have one in Banana. He does not have ult for this fight though, so. Nothing on the jungle. Mach tuah, here's the Drake. Urgot TP coming out. Ult on the Nami. That's a good pick for them. They are going to look to get this mid tower here. All 5 of them are there. Kill on the Galio. Pantheon just doing his camps. Rift Herald is coming up in 25 seconds as well. That is mid tower for mach tuah's team. Pantheon recalling 10 seconds before Herald. Is that the move? Red team does have to recall, but Ivern is going to be on point. He is walking up towards it right now.
Protect us all.
entire team. Bot and top tower for both teams are still up. They're going to secure the Herald. Red team will secure the Herald here. Potentially, they could look to get the top tower if they get that Herald. They get caught out by the Pantheon. In comes the Scion. He's at the safety of his tower, though. He's out breaking that top tower. Not looking good for blue team here. Wei walking right past that Pantheon. Very close call by him. Red team up 5k gold almost at this point in the game. 2 towers to null. Trades going down on both sides. Looks like they're just trying to hold the waves where they are. Scion not really able to push into that Urgot. Galio in bot lane is looking to shove. Wei with the TP out of vision. Hyver's still holding on to that Rift Herald. Drake is up in 10 seconds. Looks like both teams are posturing for it. Urgot TP comes out in the jungle. Smolder might be caught out here. Out comes the flash. Scion and Pantheon are there. Galio also caught out by the hood. There is 4 on the Urgot. Urgot gets the shutdown. Pantheon gets the shutdown. Namiel comes out a little bit early, it looks like, actually. Looks like they're just trying to force it. Pantheon is not anywhere near. Will blue team be able to steal it? There comes the Smolder ult. Blue team is rude. There's the smite. Drake goes to the red team. Pantheon jump on their back line. A lot of damage blocked. Out comes the flash. He is gonna die for that though. Ant gets the shutdown on the Ashe super late as well. He's been dead for quite a while. Here's the Rift Herald. They're gonna look to get that tier 2 mid. Otacon is up bot side right now as well. Using the Herald again to get out. Is he gonna drift it top? Where is he going with that? He does just use it to get out. With the shield from Daisy comes out. Wei is coming back again. Nami and Urgot coming in as well. Another big team fight possibility. Over by himself bot lane, shoving that wave. Wave is crashing into the base. Pantheon might be caught out in the open here. They could look for a tower dive, but they don't have a winning mode. However, they do have the damage to kill the jungler. That might be a free Otacon. Way looking for this bot tower here. There is 3 there. Sion coming out of base, no ult up, so he's not going to be able to get there in time. There goes Nami, walking out in the open. Otacon going to mach tuah's team. They are up 7k gold at this point in the game.
Gotcha.
Both teams are going to look for a reset. Interesting how this is playing out. There's not many kills on the board at this point, even though we're 22 minutes in. But the gold diff is astronomical. Braum out in the open. Is Ashe going to walk down and save Braum? She is going to walk down. Galio is hovering here as well. Urgot split pushing the top lane, looking for that tier 2 top. Looks like blue team does not know that he is split pushing the top lane. Drake is up in 1 minute. Sion and Smolder, actually just Sion, walking up to match the Urgot top. Quay, Braum, Smolder, Galio both are calling. Urgot's gonna back off that. Sion push that wave up. Take some pressure off the top side for the Drake take. They are gonna need this, otherwise red team will get the soul. Do have vision on it momentarily. They know Pantheon is topside. They're gonna look to set up a strong position on the Drake right now. Clear out those wards. Blue team has no vision on the Drake at this point. Smolder does have a blue ward. Here goes the support. They're gonna start the Drake. Out comes the blue ward. Blue team does have vision on it. Handbolt coming out onto the Drake. Big shutdown on the Ivern. They're gonna be able to deny that soul. Once the majority of them are alive. Urgot ult coming out on Smolder. Questionable flash by the Sion. Misses the Q. Red team's gonna get that Drake regardless. That's soul for red team. We got Ashe are gonna look for Baron. Braum is staying bot to clear out the wards. Interesting. I'm gonna shove that mid wave. They're gonna look to start it even though Ivern is down for 7. Pantheon will be back up in 7 as well. Both junglers are up. Looks like they're both pathing for the Baron. Don't think that blue team is going to get there on time. Sway and Asher really doing a lot of damage to the Baron. Red team gets the Baron. 10k gold deficit for blue team. No towers for blue team either. All 3 towers on red team are still up. All tier 1s are still up. The bounties will probably be going down pretty soon as well. Sion, the only one bot lane. Urgot, Braum. Hui's also looking bot side. They're just looking to put pressure to stop that tier 1 bounty from being claimed. Ward goes down, bot side blue jungle. Hui taking the drugs right in front of him. He's in for a surprise when he walks down there. Looks like they're looking for this tier 2 bot tower. Just Sion there. The rest of their team is postured mid. They're walking through jungle. Braum is by himself. Ash in the middle lane. Ash out from Smolder. They're gonna get Ivern here. Braum's gonna have to walk bot side. They do get the tower though. It is worth trading the Ivern for that bot tower. Baron buff still up on the Braum. They want to defend this tower. They're gonna get it though. Galley walk on the Braum. Big CC right there. Urgot 1 HP. They're gonna back off of it. Out comes the Ashe arrow. They're not going to be able to get that tier 2 mid. Baron buff minions plus the Ashe walking back in. They're all quite low. Gold gap has been closed somewhatsoever. That tower they got definitely helped. Only 9k gold deficit. Top tower is the only tower left right now, apart from the base towers. Very low HP. Red team might look to get that tower because just the Drake is up. Elder is up in 5 minutes almost. Sorry, 2 minutes. Ivern looking for the invade top. Comes Pantheon Smolder. Ivern might be caught out here. Does not have flash up. He's just gonna walk up to the safety of the way. Bot is pushing and they want to fight that. All in pin goes down. Urgot splitting bot side once again. Drake coming up in 45 seconds. If red team gets the soul here, they might just be able to end it. That mid tower is already very low. Urgot's gonna get caught out here. He's gonna back off successfully. Red team with no vision on the Drake, it looks like. Got one control ward and try. Two. Both try bushes are warded by them. Out comes the control ward in the pit. Not sure if they know banana is warded. They don't know what to break here. Out comes 2 ults, 3 ults. Potential for a big play ult as well. They're walking behind with the skill shot. They are going to force them off of Elder. Ivern is walking somewhere. Really low there. That's the kill on their jungler. They could get a free Elder here if they clean up. Nice double kill. Ivern's gonna walk back down to Elder. He is gonna start it. I don't know if he has enough damage though to do it. Got a recall coming out from Urgot. Brahm's the only one. Quay's walking down to the Elder. There goes TP from Urgot. They are going to get this Elder here. Blue team looking just to chug that mid wave because they're going to likely all in on the mid wave. Blue team did lose their gold advantage in that team fight. They are back down to 11k deficit. This is looking quite likely that red team will end up closing this game out, but we'll see. Smolder does have the potential to outscale the enemy team. Harrison and Mach 27 both having a 2-level lead over their leading friends. Bot is pretty evenly matched, and the jungles are also pretty evenly matched. However, that Urgot and Hui lockdown and CC is a big asset for red team and team fights. Baron is up. They're going to look to get the Baron actually before the big push. Blue team, none the wiser. Pantheon just doing his bot camps. That's Baron for red team. They're going to look to push in mid here. Galio shoving that bot wave. He does have his ult and TP up. Big kill onto the Nami. Out comes Smolder up. Sion dies here. There's going to be a 5v2 because Galio is not here yet. Galio with the recall. Coming back into base. Can they defend the Nexus? 2 minions and 1 siege cannon. Urgot should be able to tank this game. Second wave coming in. There goes the Baron buff onto all the minions. They're gonna get that second turret. Just Galio Smolder out of the camp ult. Daisy comes out. Kill onto the Smolder. Everyone's dead. That's wraps for game 1. Harrison Mach tuah securing the first game in the series. Great game played by both teams. Looks like Harrison Mach tuah slightly able to capture it a little bit better. Got the farm down and won those team fights. Pretty decisive victory at the end there. Let's pull up the draft for game 2. Looks like they're having some issues with the client right now. Alright, let's see these bans. That Hui and Urgot were pretty oppressive, so it's likely we'll see bans for either of those champions. More likely that Hui ban. Harrison on the Hui is certainly a deadly weapon. Kindred ban comes out, interesting. Out comes the Ambessa ban. Mach 27 does love his Ambessa. Kaisa ban for Brian, subbing in as ADC. Ivern ban. I'm looking at Nyla ban. Ivern ban is interesting, especially because they did relatively well with the Ivern. More high impact jungler likely to be picked this second game in the series. They are going to ban Pantheon as well, even though they played Pantheon that first game. Mumu first pick for Mach 27. Is it going to be jungle or support? We will see. Red team taking their time on picking this second pick. Out comes the Viego pick. They're going to think it's the Amumu jungle. Amumu versus Viego will be interesting. Viego has big potential for turning around the game, especially if he can get resets off in team fights. They have been able to consistently get at least 1 or 2 picks in the team fights. If Viego's able to capitalize on that, that could be a big difference this second game versus how they played that first game. Ashe pick is going to come out again. Relatively well-matched bot lane that first game as well, so I just expected to see that Ashe pick again. Interested to see if Braum comes out as maybe the 4th pick for MF Doombots. But we will see. Vel'Koz pick, that's quite interesting. Xerath mid likely. Red team picking the engage support. Let's look at these next 2 bans that red team has to put out. Set ban, interesting. Out comes the Galio ban. They're going to want to stop MF Doombots from playing the Galio. He did have a quite good impact with his ults that game. So interesting to see what MF Doombots picks for their mid lane this second game. Xante ban. They're going to double ban top lane. Mach 27 was pretty oppressive on the Urgot, so it is expected that they do want to prevent him. That's actually 3 top bans if we count Mbessa from the first round bans. They're going to ban Shen on Mach 27's team. Likely that the mid laner is going to be picked here for MF Doombots. They're going to want to save that last pick for top lane. Udyr, interesting. They're actually going to go Udyr here. Holding back. Could be Udyr mid. Not very likely, though. Giving the opportunity for them to counterpick the top lane. Out comes the Urgot again for the second game. They did not ban it out, so he is going to play Urgot the second game here. Hopefully it will be a bit better than Sion into Urgot. He was zoned off pretty early and fell behind pretty quickly. But Udyr should be able to keep par early game against this Urgot. Out comes the Renekton pick. 2 top laners from Mach 27's team, Urgot and Renekton. Are they going top lane in the mid lane? This will be interesting. It's possible it's Renekton mid and Urgot top here. In which case it would be Xerath Vel'Koz bot. Certainly an unconventional draft, by all means. Out comes the Hui pick mid, as expected. That is the draft. Let's hop back into the client. Very interesting team comps from Mach 27's team. Will it be better than MF Doombots picking the Hui Hui is a very powerful champion. He is able to turn those team fights around with his CC and lots of damage. So time will tell. We will see. Looks like Brian's client is still buggy. He is positioned in the mid lane, even though he's playing ADC. Xylophone is going to be playing mid lane again. It is going to be Xerath mid, Urgot top, Renekton is going to be played in the mid lane. Xerath ADC is quite interesting. I'm excited to see this Renekton versus Hui. This will be certainly a mid lane of all time, I believe so. But we'll have to wait and see if MF Doombots is able to claw it back after that first game. They played well in the early game, but those team fights, they need to work better together to actually secure those kills and the objectives which win the games. Both teams are locked in. Now we gotta wait for the spectator delay. Lovely, we gotta wait for the spectator delay. Nice 2-minute waiting period here. Might be difficult for the Hui to play early game into this Renekton. The Renekton is going to be much stronger in the early game. Hui needs time to scale here. And considering how Harrison played last game, it might be tough for Red Team here to actually pull off the Hui late game. But we will see. Ashnot into Xerath Vel'Koz is quite the interesting matchup as well. Two poke champs versus engage champs. They're going to look to zone them. Harrison mach tuah is going to look to zone them for the majority of the fight. MF Doombots. Interesting draft picks. Interesting draft picks. Line is loading up. Here we are. Actually, it's a Vel'Koz ADC. They're quite interesting.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
They're gonna go for a 5-man here in bot lane. Vel'Koz, caution pinging that. They're gonna ward Pixel Bush.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
MF bots looking for the invade. They have vision on them. Vel'Koz is gonna zone them off. There goes the Zero poke. They're gonna stop the invade successfully.
Minions have spawned.
Nautilus pinging that ward. The Ashe did recall there. Yumu starting on the blue side. Viego gonna be starting on red side. Mirroring him on the blue side. Bot. Playing Renekton already trading. Getting that early game poke off on Renekton, that's going to certainly help him because that all-in from Renekton is going to kill Hui. Urgot early flip onto the Udyr. Udyr really low here at level 1. He is going to die level 1 if he does not back up. Looking to zone the play here. Nice, level 2 with the hook. Grabbing the Vel'Koz. That's great poke from MF Doombots. Bot lane very low here with the wave crashing into them. He is going to have to burn a pot there. Both on level 2 now. Viego and Amumu both matching on their clear speeds. Both of them have just started their bot camps. Udyr getting shoved under the tower here. Wave is going to crash. Urgot's going to look to ward up that tri-bush. Same with bot here. Bot is getting shoved in. Completely opposite scenario here. They have stayed in lane. Both of them very close to their level 3 timers. Renekton and Hui trading pretty relatively well. Renekton with the higher CS though. This is not looking good for early. Udyr caught out of position by the Urgot. Big flip by him. He's gonna get sent into Alcove Prison. Level 4 on the Urgot. He's gonna look to zone. There goes the flash. Will he kill the Udyr here? Udyr's gonna get away with his dash. Mumu got the gank off bot side. Hooked onto the Ashe. Viego's hovering. Amumu might die for that hook. Ashe getting the damage off. There goes down the Amumu. 1-to-1 for both teams. Ashe here's the Vel'Koz. There's the Xerath. That's feats for red team. MF Doombots getting the feats despite the very close mid and top lane. Great start from MF Doombots. Both mid laners trade for kills. Wave is frozen under red team's turret. Viego's gonna get this bot skill for free because of that kill on Mumu. TP coming out of the Hui. He is going to grab that wave that is about to crash. Double wards on red team for bot side. How comes the Udyr TP? Will Viego look at this Urgot? He does have a substantial, almost double the CS lead. Only 4 minutes into the game. Quay just looking to catch up in farm right here. Looking very close in CS. Ash getting off. Nice hook from the Nautilus. They are going to get lots of poke off of the Zera. They might be able to get the kill. There goes the flash. They are going to zone off the Nautilus. Nautilus at half HP here. However, if blue team wants to get that Drake, bot lane is going to be very low for that skirmish. They are warding up on the Raptors. Quay knows that the Elio padding bot side right now. Mumu looking mid. He's going to jump onto Raptors. Red team is going to know that Mumu is hovering for that Drake. He is likely going to clear down to this Krugs. Ward on the Drake from bot lane. They're going to recall for a reset. Will Mach 27 Harrison reset as well? Or will they look to hold the wave here? Way with the level 6 as well. Shoving the wave into the Renekton. He's going to farm that at level 6. Mumu forcing the Drake. He actually skipped the Krugs. They do have him on vision. That is Urga. He does hit the level up timer and kills the Udyr. Unlucky play from Big Lincoln. Tried to play safe, but that Urga ult. Can't do much about it. Our team is going to start with Drake here. No prio in either lane. The Rakton's actually recalled, and they're going to get that mid prio in just a second. Mumu is bot side right now. They are shoving the wave in. They're going to secure that Drake before they can even make a play. Grub's coming up in a minute 30. Interesting how blue team is going to play for that. Ash missing the dodge on that Zera. Udyr, half HP already versus Urgot. Just trying to get his farm at somewhat of a similar level. He's still at half the farm of the Urgot. Nice fear from the Hui. He's going to get pushed under the tower. Not favorable trade for the Hui. They are both relatively even HP. Rakton's going to heal a bit off that wave. Just because of D-Shield. Renekton pathing up top lane. He's going to ward the red buff for the Viego. Viego's likely going to look for that before the Grubs. Mumu walking up. He is on vision. You're going to walk away from that. Do they know that it's warded? He does ping the ward on that. Viego going up to clear his top side. Mumu also going to go clear his top camps. Grubs are up in 15. Big fight happening bot. Oh, gets killed. They're going to look to crash that wave. It is possible they could get a plate unless they back off. The Renekton roaming down to bot lane. Ash caught out, separated from the support. Down goes the support. Ash is going to die here. Does get the kill on the Zera. There goes the Ash. Mumu's starting Grubs. He does get that first Grub. Viego is padding down to it. Urgot walking down to Mash. Viego's gonna have to give those Grubs just because the Urgot is there. Out goes TP for Renekton. Way matching bot here. Very interesting. He's gonna get that wave shoved and he's gonna miss out on one big wave on mid. That's gonna crash into his tower. Viego crossing over. He's not gonna save the wave. TP comes out from Quay. Plate towards Renekton. Udyr trying to play it safe under the tower, still at half the CS of the Urgot. Big vision arrow. Sees the Krugs on vision. Both junglers are bot side. Viego is going to be a little faster on that clear if he goes for that gank. Mumu just starting red. Viego, let's finish with the Grub actually. Urgot does have his ult up. He could look for an all-in to kill the Udyr a second time here. Viego coming in for that gank bot side. Gonna clear that pixel ward. Big Quay ult there. Both mid laners are gonna have to reset. They're both quite low. Top lane, the wave is just frozen by the tower. Neither of them are hitting the minions. Viego is going to recall in that side bush. Amumu walking up to look for a play. Viego's going to cancel the recall. He's walking with E. Out goes Amumu ball. Kill on the support. Viego's going to get a reset off. This is really big. Double kill for the Viego. Renekton's going to get a second plate in mid lane. Andrew does have the laser version. He's not going to stop the Urgot from getting that plate on top lane. He really does have to play safe here, especially with that Urgot ult up. If he gets all in half HP, he is quite dead. He is quite dead. Drake coming up in 50 seconds. Bot lane is going to reset here. The wave is at a neutral state. Looks like they are going to look to shove it. Both Viego and Ashe pretty fed this game. Especially that Viego, he is going to be dangerous later game, especially when he gets those resets off. They're poking out that Nautilus. He is going to defend that plate, I believe, successfully. They do not get the plate. They're back in recall on that bush. Drake up in 16 seconds. Both junglers topside. Moon's going to get that skill right under Viego's nose. He's going to full clear down to bot side. We're looking to control ward that river bush. Still the ward on Raptors. Raptors just coming up. They know that Amumu is not bot side. Viego's pathing straight for the Drake. Trading happening mid lane. Renekton is going to come down to match. Both mid and jungler there. Renekton's going to... I was going to walk up. He did not walk up. He sees the control ward. He is going to break that. They know that he is hovering there. He's going to go to get that wave. That is a cannon wave. Wave's going to also match up. Bot lane is coming up to start the Drake. They're going to pop that control ward. Viego looking at this Renekton. He does not know that Amumu is there. Xerath also walking up. Sees the Renekton. Ughans gets the kill. Actually, Amumu gets the kill on the Viego. Their bot lane is going to shove up. Renekton goes all in on the Ashe. That's a kill for them. Urgot is here as well. That is a free first Drake for Harrison Mach tuah. That pick on the Hui early gave them the confidence to let their bot lane go in on Viego. Especially with that Amumu CC. Once he gets that CC up, it's really hard to do anything. Mid tower is going to go down for MF Doombots. That is first turret. Beats are on to the next objective, which is in 2 minutes. That's going to be the Rift Herald. Blue team can secure that next objective. That will be feats for them. I imagine MF Doombots is going to be looking at that Herald especially with great intent. Questionable ult from the Ashe does not end up hitting anything or anyone close to her. Farming the wave. No damage on the tower, by the way. Not able to push it into that Renekton. The Renekton is quite strong. Urgot looking for that top tower. It looks like he's going to be doing something similar to last game where he was just split pushing. He's going to walk towards the drugs actually out of tower range. He does still have that ult up. Blading has fallen. He could get that top tower. Blade is stunned here. Really walking up the match. Oh, he is backing off of it, actually. Nautilus stunned over the tower. He's going to take a lot of poke here. He might die. There goes the Vel'Koz ult. Survives at barely any HP. Ashe getting lots of great poke up on that Xerath. Both bot lanes quite even now. They're
without witness.
ADC's relatively healthy, supports both low. Nautilus is more tanky though. long as he doesn't get caught out with the CC. Mumu invading here on the red buff. Viego's winding up. No mid cryo. He does steal it successfully, and he gets out with that blast count. Udyr walking down. He's gonna walk through that tri-bush instead of the river. Fatal mistake by him. Not gonna catch that. Urgot walking back into that top jungle. TP going on bot. Ashe CC'd under a tower. She's gonna die to that Renekton. Nautilus 1 HP wanting to hold this tower. If he backs off, they're gonna get that tower. Renekton's still there, still zoning him. There goes the Nautilus. They're gonna look to get that bot tower. That's gonna be 2 towers for Harrison and tuah. On Udyr. Where's that bush? Still has the ult up on the Urgot. Gonna walk into range of tower again. He's gonna get flipped. Not gonna even use the ult, he's just gonna kill him outright. Quite the turn of events. Amumu is looking pretty fed now, and the Renekton is also looking pretty fed. Only one fed is really Viego. Looks like bot and mid are swapping here. Here comes the Renekton. Amumu CC goes out. Ray is just caught out of position, not expecting the Renekton there. They need some vision in their jungle. Viego looking for any wards bot side. That goes top tower to the Urgot. Only 16 minutes in. There's already 5k gold deficit for MF Doombots. Will they be able to close that gap? Early game was looking really good for them.
Let me give you a hug.
He's gonna actually take the grab, even though Viego's on wolves right now. Put it into the bush. Possible skirmish here happening mid. Bot lane is looking sharp with that 2-2. Udyr is just hiding behind the wall. Mumu's here as well. Drake is in 32 seconds. Both teams posturing for a big team fight here. Nautilus is gonna hook it out. Renekton looking for something. Drake up in 10 seconds. They are zoned off completely from that Drake. Blue team also does have feats because of the Herald, which they are gonna deploy right now. They're not gonna ride it in. They're just gonna use it as zone. They're gonna need to kill that Herald. Otherwise that wave is gonna be frozen in. Moo is starting the Drake. Hopping over the wall, looking for banana. If not walks in the banana, he is dead. There goes Renekton ult. Easy kill for them. Playing big fear, big ulti. He's also getting caught in position. Next flash from him. Really queuing over into the wall. Big home. There goes the Belcar's ult. Ashe 1 HP. Xerath ult hits her. That is going to be a free Drake for Harrison tuah. They are going to secure the second Drake of the game. MF Doombots needs to secure an objective. They only have that first Drake. And they still have a bounty on it. No objectives, no towers. Full lead increasing to 6k for Harrison tuah. They're going to get that tier 2 mid tower. Renekton pounding away bot tier 2 as well. Only one tower left, that top tower. Bounties on all 3 towers for Harrison tuah. Can MF Doombots get one of those towers? Bot is going to recall here. Mid lane is going to be open for them to shove that. Xerath's walking back. To get his farm back from that Urgot. 2-0-3. That 5-1 Renekton is quite scary, especially with 181 CS. He does have a whole item on Hwei. Hwei only has half of the second item so far. for that 4v2 here. They're gonna be able to get that mid tower. Could pull this up. Diego reset going up. Ooh, he's stunned actually. Gonna get that shutdown on the Vel'Koz. Urgot and Renekton showing up to the fight. They're gonna turn that fight very quickly. Just because of how strong they are in that team fight scenario. They're gonna kill their entire team. That is an ace, except for their Udyr, who's gonna have to recall off that top wave to defend the inhibitor. They are pinging the inhibitor. We're looking at the invade, get that Diego CS down. We're not going to be able to do much here. Both Urgot and Renekton will beat him. Especially with the right there, they do have that CC potential. We're just going to have to stay there and catch that wave. Misses the cancel on the Xerath. Unlucky for him. Nautilus going in by himself. What is this guy doing? Bro's just standing there. There's the far side where they're gonna break it. They're gonna hit the pause. Harrison beating his shit real quick. Likely a bathroom break of some sorts. Interesting wording from the team. Oh, the game is unpaused. They're gonna be starting Otacon. Who's on the smite? Oh. What is going on with the client? There we go. Big client bug right there. Anyhow, Harrison and tuah do secure the Otacon, as the rest of their team was still in spawn from that big team fight earlier. Pause right before that was big shield though. Eco warding his jungle to stop it. He does see Renekton here. He's gonna do the Krugs regardless. Renekton not really caring about this Viego. He knows he can beat him in a 1v1. 3 levels ahead of Viego. Gonna look to zone him out. There goes the ward. Udyr coming up to match. They're gonna look to protect that top tier 2. Last remaining tower on the Rift. Nautilus padding around doing something. Same story bot lane. Urgot looking to shove this wave. Maybe get that second inhibitor for Harrison mach. He's gonna recall here. Ash is gonna get free farm, shoving that wave back. Pause going down a second time. Looks like Harrison's just getting interrupted. Both teams ready. Despite the ready from both teams, they don't want to unpause the game. What is going on here? What is going on? There goes the unpause. I'm looking again at that top tower. Xerath zoning off Nautilus. They're gonna get that top tower here unless Udyr can defend that. He hits the level up timer. Client is frozen once again. Thank you, Riot Games, my favorite indie producer, my indie game developer. Drake up in 50 seconds. Not particularly important for either team, but Harrison mach tuah getting that on soul point would be great for them. And we already have an inhibitor down. Baron is up in a minute 50 as well, so they could convert that Drake into a Baron take after the reset. They're gonna look to get that top tier 2. Top tier 2 falls. Our team recalling despite their proximity to the base. Blue team pinging for the Drake. They are walking down to it right now. Urgot, push that bot lane up. They have to push that wave out before they can get the Drake. That bot tower survives on 25 HP. That is incredible. That is 5 on the Drake. Vel'Koz a little late, but he's going to be there. They're hiding in Banana. Nautilus walking forward. He gets CC out of position. Often with no vision. Knock goes down. There goes the Wei. Zeragold coming out to secure that kill. It is a 5v3 currently. Falling gonna help the Amumu with that Drake. Renekton and Urgot looking to split push once again. They don't have that core pressure without the Wei or the Nautilus. Urgot bagging off because of the Viego. He's gonna just shoot for the wave. They are gonna match him there. Renekton getting free push top lane because everyone is bot side. He is going to secure that inhibitor likely. Viego walking back up. Ash's wave clear is significantly better than Uyr's. Sorry, Urgot's. He is not going to be able to push that as long as Ash is there and they have zone control so he doesn't get on her. Not Ash walk up back. She's going to clear that wave up top side. No one full build in this game yet. However, Renekton and Urgot both have a significant level lead over their lane opponents. Likely what we saw will be the first game. Ashe not helping Gay to secure this spot. With it, actually. Anything's gonna secure it. That was caught out of position. Renekton's looking for a dive on him. He's gonna get that kill. Urgot with no ulti here, the Ashe is happy, so she's gonna have to walk back to heal. Jay's gonna die here. Weird caught out by the Urgot. Pyrus Viego. He must have reset up. Weird is gonna die under tower. That is 5 on that top tower. They're gonna get that in hit there. They're not gonna be able to do much. Viego and Ashe are gonna try their best to defend this. Baron is currently up, but it looks like Harrison mach tuah is going to look to end it right here. There goes a TP down from Renekton. Only the Ashe and Pike. Wei is coming up in 10 seconds. They kill that Nod. Yeah, Nod is dead here. Ashe is fighting a very tough uphill 1v4. She's not going to be able to defend that tower. There goes Urgot. That is 4v1. Wei is here. They're going to break that Nexus before they can even do anything. There's Vel'Koz jump on the way. That's game 2 for Harrison mach tuah. Second game in the series. Harrison mach tuah winning the series. Great games from both teams. Very snowbally, very fast. Looks like they ended that second game very quickly. Let's see if we can get an interview with anyone from their team.
Sam Delta Nachos, what is up?
How's it going? How's it going?
It was going good and then it wasn't. Okay.
It was not. Okay, I see.
Here, we should move to general. You know?
Sure.
Here, I can. I went to the other general.
Ah, okay.
What's up?
Anyway,
Yeah, it was going good and then it wasn't. I don't know if you caught the mind control flash there, but
there was quite a few mind control flashes that I saw. I'm not sure if I saw the one that you're talking about specifically, but
no, the one like at the end of game 2.
The end of game 2. I don't believe I caught that one.
Yeah, no, okay.
Regardless,
Unfortunate.
Your team played very well in the early game.
And then it just kind of
it did not. You guys weren't able to keep your early game lead going until the late game.
I think I outdamaged 2 of my team members on Nautilus.
That's unlucky. That's very unlucky. You were also caught out quite a few times, no vision, especially on that very important third Drake fight before the final push. You walked up to that banana bush, no wards, had your sweeper up.
No, but it's 6-pack. It's 6-pack. Like, that's what 6-pack would do. I'm an apprentice, okay?
Surely. If you had TP, maybe you could have pulled something off, but
they didn't want me to. I would have gone unsealed spellbook. They didn't like that.
They didn't like that. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Unfortunately, but we're gonna work together. Honestly, I don't know why the winning team isn't in here, bro. Like they're just haters.
Yes. Let me see if I can get one of them. Let me see if I can get one of them in here.
Should I start yelling at them? No, I should.
Oh, there
Hello?
we go. Perfect. Hello.
It's Santi.
Hello, I got designated as the tribute, so here I am.
Excellent. Excellent. Any comments on how your game went? You guys did pretty poorly early game, but you guys have actually managed to claw back both games with a
Yeah,
huge,
I mean-
huge snowball.
Game 2 was just like what's it called? I got greedy and my team got punished for it, so
Mhm.
that was just entirely on me in the early. Like we should have just accepted the Nautilus kill, especially
Yes.
when I knew that Viego was coming down.
Yep.
But then after that, then I had a really bad ult. I didn't anticipate the Ash flash, and because I was greeting for Ash, I couldn't get Nautilus. But
Sure.
after that, what's it called? We kept it calm because it's like, well, we do have a pretty nasty combo with the Amumu ult into Vel'Koz ult,
Yes.
and we
yeah.
pulled it off, and
Especially.
we managed to get the shutdown on Viego and then get Drake as well. So
That's
I
yeah.
think just having a Malphite mentality, you know.
Of course, rock solid. Rock solid.
Yes,
Rock solid.
Also,
solid.
interesting draft from you guys. What guys led you to pick Renekton mid? I was quite surprised when I saw that in the draft.
Harrison, I think, just wanted to find your neck and mate. So.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It did end up working out. He was zoned pretty hard early, but once he got his first item, he was able to all in pretty heavily and run
Yeah.
for those kills.
We're all scared of the Santi Ivern, so that was
Yeah,
pretty scary
the
for
Ivern
game.
first game. The Ivern first game. I was surprised you guys managed to zone off the objectives like that, especially with the Pantheon.
Yeah, we couldn't like
yeah.
walk up.
Yeah, you guys
hit
really
him
needed
heavily,
Prio,
so-
especially for Ivern. He's more of a support than a jungler.
Mhm.
But you guys
Like, I
pulled it
was
off. You guys pulled it off very good.
Having to give first Drake just because before 6,
Yep.
like Pantheon could easily just 1v1 me.
Yeah. No Daisy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so
No, you guys did. You guys played well. Both teams played well. I'm excited to see how you guys do if you play again.
yeah, I'm very
Final
excited to be
bracket.
playing with my team. Apparently, we had an interesting game last time. I saw the score 0-2, so hopefully we don't repeat that for the rest of the tournament.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is. I forgot the match number. That is
Match number
round
2.
robin 2, match B3. MF Doombots versus Harrison Mach tuah. Harrison Mach tuah taking the game 2-0. We will see you guys on the next game. Hopefully, I'm casting again.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Maybe I can co-cast. We'll see.
Yes,
See.
if we can get the scout co-cast, that would be excellent for the program. All right.
Of course.